Hi everyone, my name is Todd, and what I'm going to show you today is the pan, tilt, and zoom IP camera. This is an indoor-outdoor model dome camera, and I'm going to just unbox this here. You can find these cameras on easysecuritycam.com, foscam.us sells them, and first of all we've got the antenna. They run around $200 and some. They're a real nice heavy-duty camera. We've got a network cable here. And here's your main dome camera. EasyCam model is 210 model, 210 OD I believe for outdoor. And the foscam model is FI 8919. So this will mount to your wall. Nice protective housing and waterproof dome underneath. What I like about these, and what I'm going to do with this one, is I'm going to mount this one inside my house. The reason why, I feel it's a little bit unobtrusive to other visitors and stuff when they come by, or if you're monitoring a contractor or something from work. You don't see the camera turning because it's behind this dome. The dome is kind of see-proof, but still you don't notice it as much. And it's going to match the white trim in my house anyway. And if I don't like it, I'll remove it. I'll take it down. My wife might not even like it, so I guess that's going to be the deciding factor. And you have your IP camera software on here. This is not really the camera software. It more has like an owner's manual guide on it and an IP camera search tool. Because the main thing you want to do is when you plug this into your router with the network cable, you're going to want to initially find the IP address on the camera that your router is giving it. So that's what this is for. And we have our power supply and a pack of hardware for mounting it to your wall. That's it. So stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and install this camera IP search tool, and then I'll show you on the computer how we find the IP address. And I'm just going to also hook the network cord into here and into my router. So stay tuned. Okay, we're back, and I just wanted to show you here, I've got the camera, I just kind of got it propped up here next to my router, and I've taken the camera end, plug the network cable into it, and that network cable goes up into the back of my Verizon Fios router. It can be any router you want. Just plug it into one of the LAN ports here, and then I've got also the connector, power connector plugged into my outlet down here. And one other thing I want to show you, there is a reset button, white button right here off of one of these cords that come off of the network connector. So in case you need to reset your camera and start all over. So we're going to try this, and I'm going to sit down here at my monitor with my camera set up and show you the IP camera search tool now. Hi, and welcome back, and we're going to use our IP camera search tool now. I've got it already installed. I installed the disk, but I've also got a couple other IP camera search tools, and you can find them at easysecuritycam.com, and they're downloadable there within our help section. Right now I'm going to try this IP camera finder tool, and I'm going to double click on this. Not sure why that error came up, but we're going to go to wizard mode, and it's showing you how you should have your camera set up. IP camera is connected to your router like I have, and the computer we're on right now is also connected to the same router. And it's telling you the lights that should be blinking, which I verified. We'll go next. And I've got several IP cameras and it's picking them up throughout the house. But this new one I know is labeled IP cam. That's the one I just plugged in that I'm showing you now. And right here it tells you the IP address that it's assigned, 192.168.1.99, and it's on port 99. So I'm going to double click this one, and takes you to step 3 within this wizard, and it's telling me the default account is admin, password is blank for this particular IP camera. And I'm going to click open. It's wanting me to open it right here at the same IP address with port 99. So I'm going to click open, and here's what I get within my Google Chrome browser. I will note that because it's a little bit different how these operate on the Chrome browser, but I know the password told me it is admin, and it also stated that in my owner's manual, and no password originally. Of course you'll want to assign a password once we get into the admin panel. So I'm going to log in here, and since, like I mentioned, we're in a Google Chrome browser, so if you click here it's not going to work properly. This you only want to sign in if you're in an IE browser, Windows browser. So we're going to sign in through the Google browser port or Firefox if you're on Firefox. So we'll sign in there. And let's see if we can view our camera here. Notice up here it's still loading. Okay, we do have a picture, so it's been successful. See if I can control it. Yes, I can. And it's looking down at my fax machine. Let's see if I can get a picture of myself. And us on camera. Hi, I'm on candid camera. Alright, we've got that set up. Motion works very well. As you can see, I'm filming here on my tablet. I'm filming the screen on the tablet. And you're watching me on my new IP camera. You'll notice the colors aren't very accurate right now, and that's because it's in IR mode. I see the IR lights lit up because the brightness in here is not very good. I apologize for that. So it's kind of fun just scrolling around here working my new IP camera. Okay. What you can do here, you can set preset modes. Say if I wanted this to be a preset number 1, I'll set it, and if I move it over and I go in here, I select preset number 1 and I want to call preset number 1, it comes right back to where you set that. So look at all these presets you have. That's a good function. I also recommend using your IP camera setup with Blue Iris as a recording device. Blue Iris is a software. You can record all your motion detects on the cloud, on your Google Drive, or on your Sky Drive. I think they're going to call it OneDrive now. So, and that's through Microsoft. Right here you have your administrative tools, and one of the first things you'll want to do maybe is rename your camera. I might want to say this is Office and submit. Another important thing, you'll want to assign it your time standard. Mine's Eastern, and I would just keep it like this, the other settings, and submit. This is if you want to add multiple devices together and see it within your device here. I strongly recommend using the Blue Iris software for monitoring many devices, or like I do most of the time, I'm using my smartphone Android. You can also use it on iPhone. I download an app called IPCam Viewer. There's another one, foscam Viewer, I believe for iPhone. It works for most IP cameras, and you don't need to set this up. You'll set that up within your app on your phone or tablet. And here's your basic network settings, and I recommend using a standard IP address. Do not obtain it from your server, because if for some reason your server gets reset, it may assign it a different IP address to several of your devices throughout the house. If you have several cameras, then all of a sudden you won't be able to log into them, because now all of a sudden your router has assigned it a different IP address. So do not check this box. Keep it a solid IP address. You can change this number if you like. The number you can change would be this back after the last dot. You could change that number if you like. You cannot change your subnet mask. Keep that the same. And this subnet mask, I would have to say, is for probably 90% of the users. They're going to get that same subnet mask that I have, the 255.255.255.0, and many of you will get the same gateway address. So you can also change the port number if you like, because if I hook up a second one and it assigns it the same port, guess what? We're working 2, 3, 4 cameras through the same port. You want to have them on separate ports. And I like to start from port like 1024 on up. I'll do 1024, 1025, 1026, 1027, so on, like that. But for this purpose, we're going to keep it at 99 because I don't have any other cameras on this port currently. So we didn't make any changes here. I'm going to go on. Sorry about that. Now we're going to go to your wireless LAN settings. To set it up for wireless, what you're going to do is scan. A lot of times I found you have to hit the scan button twice. So don't be alarmed if you don't get anything when you press scan the first time. So I'm going to hit it a second time. And it's scanning for any wireless routers within the area. And I have 2 wireless routers within my house. They're named the same. One of them is in the front end of my house, one's in the back end. This is probably one of my neighbors, so I don't want to use theirs. And I will use one of these to set it up wireless. And what you'll do is you'll want to, after you pick one of your wireless networks, if I decide to mount this in the back of my house, I'm going to have to figure out my MAC address on the router I have at the back of the house and the one at the front. But you'll pick one of your routers, the one best located to the camera, the closest one, and you'll pick your encryption setting. Of course, your SSID will automatically carry over here once you pick your router. Notice how it changes there. And your encryption, which I am on the WPA2 TKIP, and you'll type in your share key here and submit. So what I'll do right now is I'm going to go ahead and turn this I went ahead and submit, and notice you get this thing here. That's because I've submitted it and it's resetting the camera, so we'll have to go in here after it resets because I set it to wireless. So I'm going to go ahead and unplug the camera, and we're going to log back into our setting here, our IP address, and but I'm not going to be plugged into my router after this. I'm going to be wireless. So we're going to test that out next. Stay tuned. Okay, hi there, we're back, and I just wanted to show you that I've got the IP camera. I've disconnected the network cord. It's right here. And we're going wireless now. It's just plugged into power. I've got my power adapter plugged in. No network cord to the router. And we're going to go ahead and do like I described. This time I'm going to go ahead and take you in through Internet Explorer, and we'll see the difference. So I'm going to go ahead and type in the IP address that was assigned was 192.168.1.99 for the port. Enter. I'm going to try something. Copy this. Open up my Chrome. Paste it there. Okay, it's working here. Must be a glitch in the IE Explorer. We'll figure that out later. I didn't change the username or password, so we're still at admin with no password and log in, and we're in the Google browser. So I'm going to sign in here, and we are wireless, and we do have camera view. Hi, it's me. So our camera view is working, and we are now wireless. That's as far up. I set it down on my desk right now, so just kind of showing you that it is moving. It's moving very well and steady. The response time is great for it being wireless. Of course, I'm in the same room still as my router, but they do work really well for good distances too. I'd say you can run this a good probably 20 feet away from your wireless router, you know, depending on the quality of router you have and the antennas you have on your router. So we're done for now. For today, thank you for watching my show, twhomeshow.com.